What are some cheat codes you've found in the game of life? Take a $1 bill and flip it over. Now tape a $5 bill and tape it to the end of the upside down single with as little tape as possible to make it secure. Now feed the $5 bill into a change machine. The coin machine reads the 5, gives you quarters, then reads the upside down single, rejects that, and boom, you got yourself a felony. This is the caliber of post I was expecting. Actual cheat codes. Not be nice to your family, and, surprise, they won't hate you. Thank you. Sneeze on your knuckles before a fight to inflict poison damage. Several times in life I've cold called a company to confirm my interview time. I didn't have one prior to my call, but in their confusion and inability to even find my resume I've managed to secure an interview about 4 out of 5 times. Twice I've gotten the job. You can mute the self-checkout kiosks. You can also increase the volume on all of them just before your departure. Smiling is freaking magic. You can hear a smile through the phone. And of course people can see it on your face. People often return a smile with a smile, which spreads positivity. Smiling can actually make you happier, which is a nice feedback loop to be in. Fake it till you make it. Smiles and confidence will open doors for you in life. When my daughter was little and still believed band-aids cured things, one time she had a bellyache, so I put one on her belly and it made her feel better. Power of placebos. When I was in my old 500+ person building, I kept a stack of papers on my desk. When I was bored or got tired of sitting down, I'd get up, grab my stack of papers and walk around. I called them my walking papers and did this for months. Got a lot of head nods and not one question the entire time. People always assumed I was on an important mission, but nope, not in the least. PS. Worked on the executive floor / wing too. My friend is a janitor at a pretty new school. Not much broken stuff, so on his downtime he walks the building rather quickly with whatever tool he decides. The teachers and staff always think he's going to fix something. Lol. I work at a steel mill and do the same thing when things are slow on day shift. Nobody is going to question or follow the guy carrying a shovel. Niceness gets you everywhere. I get free stuff from being nice. And no, it's not because I'm a cute girl. Because I'm not. I'm an overweight, balding man. People respond to niceness. I've befriended the Comcast customer support person. I've befriended the most disliked, crotchety person in our office. I get special treatment at my cafeteria because I treat the service staff like actual human beings. I get fees waived because I ask nicely. Be nice. It costs little and is worth a lot. Once you unlock not giving a frick about other people's thoughts, you basically double your manner indefinitely. If you have no complaints about your food service / staff at a restaurant, ask to see the manager and pay a compliment and a thank you about the server / host / staff. Usually people want to see a manager to complain, and a compliment is nearly always welcome. I've gotten countless free DRINKS /APPETIZERS/CHIPS % off my bill, all for just making a polite comment to management. Edit. Thanks for the Reddit gold, kind stranger. You probably caused many heart attacks until they realized you wanted the manager for good reasons. Wanted to say this. We had a girl that we absolutely adored, so we asked for a manager to compliment her, and she immediately sat down with us and asked if everything was okay. Lol. Her concern was precious. I had a professor in college who, while lecturing, suddenly let out a huge fart. Without pausing, he turned his head, as if talking to someone behind him, said yes and heat, and continued lecturing, as if nothing had happened. It immediately diffused any potential awkwardness and embarrassment, and I vowed to use the same strategy if the same thing ever happened to me in front of a large crowd of people. If you tuck a chicken's head under its wing and wave the chicken in a circle, it will automatically fall asleep. It's not a very good cheat code, but it's still a cheat code to get you sleeping chickens. What do you mean by wave in a circle? Doing your own research, especially on the important stuff. You would be amazed about the bad information people use to make life choices. Walk with a purpose. For some reason, people think you're busy and you don't get hassled. Reminds me of George on Seinfeld when he acts like he's always annoyed, so everyone assumes he's working hard. He leaves his car at work, so people think he never leaves. Lol. Makes a secret nook under his desk for work naps. George is an inspiration. Also pretends he has a disability to get access to the good bathroom. Genius, that George. No one stops a guy or girl carrying a pizza. It can get you backstage to concerts. I've always wondered, what exactly do you do once you get backstage? Eat the pizza. My dad worked as a line mechanic and kept his hard hat into management in his trunk. I asked him why, and he said you can go anywhere with a hard hat and a tie. Also, I delivered pizzas, and although I never delivered to a concert, security was incredibly lax. When I needed access to areas that were restricted, there was actually a delivery though. So deliver pizzas in a hard hat and a tie. Got it. I'm a pizza guy. The only people that stop me are the stingy old people who won't let me go into the apartment building as they come out, because that's the rules and I have to be bussed in. Did you try carrying a clipboard too, just in case? Clipboard and a pizza? Jesus, you could get into Area 51 with that level of camouflage. The correct response to any compliment is thank you. You can then follow it up with a comment if you'd like to continue the conversation. If someone likes your dress, thank you, it has pockets. If someone compliments your art, thank you, I've been practicing. If someone asks if you're a professional singer because you have a good singing voice, thank you, I just sing for fun. Not only does it make you seem confident and self-assured, it tells them that they are right. That's a friendly thing to do. This even works if you don't believe the compliment. Saying, "Oh, no, I'm ugly," when someone compliments your appearance not only tells them that they are wrong, it makes you think of yourself as ugly. A better answer would be, "Thank you, I really appreciate that, and I don't always believe it, so hearing that from you helps." I've started going with thank you, that's nice to hear. I'm an assistant teacher in a preschool. Asking if kids can use their sitting muscles and listening muscles during circle time makes the kids want to show me how strong they are. All good and well until some kid flexes their sitting muscles too hard and suddenly you've got a poopy pants emergency. My first school had the concept of different hats, so if you were told to put your listening hat on, you would pretend to put a hat on, and it was time to listen. Worked a dream. It's all fun and games until someone puts on their wizard hat. Going to use this on my colleagues. Can you use your shut the frick up muscles and shut the frick up? Compliment your children with you are a hard worker and not you're smart. Studies show that kids who think they're hard workers outperform kids who think they're smart. Can confirm. Was told I was smart as a kid. Terrible worker. Edit. I don't mean to confirm this as causation. Just my experience. If you weren't told you were smart as a kid, would you still be a terrible worker? That is the real question. As an adult you can tell almost any kid who is running to stop running and they will. Man, you know way better kids than I do. You become the people you surround yourself with. A pretty wise ex-hug user I worked with once told me, if you hang around the barber shop long enough, eventually you're going to get a haircut. Basically, watch the crowd and the activities you surround yourself with. Man, that's surprisingly deep. I mentally went through all of my hobbies just now and realized I picked up most of them because someone close to me influenced me into trying them out. This is the biggest one for me. I've seen too many smart kids go down the wrong path just because they hung out with idiots. Inversely, I've seen idiots become pretty successful just because they hung around encouraging smart kids. This definitely happened multiple times throughout my short life. It took a while to really understand who you should invest time and energy into. You don't have to always give away the recipe. By that I mean, don't over-explain yourself. If you can't do something 9/10 times it's okay to simply say unfortunately I'm not able to do that, can't swing it this time, etc. You don't have to go on and on about why, or make up reasons and list them off. Over-explaining just ends up looking more suspect than simply being clear and concise. I like this one. I have found myself making up elaborate stories to explain why I couldn't attend an event or something. Just be brief, honest, and to the point. Sorry, I'm not gonna be able to make it to your party because of my crippling social anxiety. This was a hard lesson for me. I'd like to add to this that no is a complete sentence. Offering reasons for not doing it are often an opportunity for the other person to examine/decide if your reasons are good enough. When someone says something true, say you're right, not I know. It'll make them feel better, and you've still shown everyone how awfully clever you are. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you want.